then we added Bitcoin. We thought of Bitcoin as a company. Today, I think Bitcoin is 2 trillion. And we're like, well, could it get to also 4 or 5 trillion? Obviously, Bitcoin's not a company. It'd be like saying if gold's a company, but I thought it was interesting as a new asset.
Yeah, right. Market cap.
Market cap, 2 trillion is so big.
When did you get involved in Bitcoin?
You know, I've not gotten involved with Bitcoin, and I wake up every day at 3 in the morning, and I'm like, why am I such an idiot? What have I been waiting for, not being involved in it? And it just goes up and up.
I have major crypto news to share with you. Seriously, this is amazing. This is massive. Watch today's whole video, because do you even understand what's happening? That the Bitcoin price today is consolidating near all-time highs as more and more heavily respected, high net worth individuals, literally billionaire investors, realize that Bitcoin in the low $100,000 price range is undervalued.
Okay, so but given your sort of thesis, do you say to yourself, even at this point in the ball game, if you think it's going to double or triple and going to be part of the NASDAQ 100, if you were to think of it as a company?
Yes, I have to think about it.
That you should own it now?
Yes, I have to think about it now. Do I own it now? Do I own it tomorrow or in a few days? But every day, I do think, why do I not own it? And I think to be a good investor, it's not just like owning the obvious stock, but sometimes you have to change your mind and you have to just say, well, I made a mistake and I'm changing my mind.
And by the way, Philippe Lafont is just the one saying it publicly, that Bitcoin today is just 0.2% of total global assets. We can at least get to 0.4 or 0.5. That seems like it's happening. And the news today is that another publicly traded company is on the board buying millions of dollars in Bitcoin. Anthony Pompliano's ProCap BTC, which is his new company, buys $125 million of Bitcoin in the second straight day of purchases, meaning just today he bought another 1,208 BTC, took this off the market.
As I have said for a while, if you can't beat it, you have to buy it. And that's exactly what ProCap Financial plans to do, buy Bitcoin. I didn't take this decision lightly either. I'm becoming the CEO of a publicly traded company. But I think the idea of a Bitcoin native financial services firm is important. And I want to be the person to help pioneer the intersection of Bitcoin and traditional finance.
Here's a list of the top public companies that have Bitcoin treasuries, and ProCap BTC just passed GameStop. So this is why price is going up, because there's more buying than selling. Remember, how many Bitcoins are there? Well, remember, while over 94% of the Bitcoins, there will only ever be 21 million ever, have already been mined, we only get 450 new Bitcoins per day. Now just Pomp's company alone bought over double that yesterday. Also this week, for publicly traded companies buying Bitcoin, 9 members bought over 11,000 Bitcoin in total, adding to their corporate treasuries, took this many Bitcoin off the market. And for the ETFs, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF alone this week bought over 6,000 Bitcoin just Monday and Tuesday. They bought over 11,000 Bitcoin last week, over 10,000 Bitcoin 2 weeks ago. They've only ever added on a weekly basis through the dips. So because there's only 450 new Bitcoin produced, mined into existence every day, if anybody else wants to buy Bitcoin, they have to buy it from somebody who already has it, meaning the current holders of Bitcoin have to decide, well, I'm not selling my Bitcoin at these prices, but if it goes up, maybe then I'll sell, meaning price has to go up because there's just more buyers than sellers.
My thesis, and I could be wrong, is that as long as we have this incessant demand from ETFs, companies, and governments that are buying more than 100% of the supply, we will eventually exhaust the people who are willing to sell at $100,000. And when we do, I would ask you where it stops.
Let's talk about altcoins. We have massive news, but if you want an edge investing in cryptocurrency by staying up to date on the news, click subscribe to Altcoin Daily. Also, anybody trading on BitUnex, longing, shorting, there's many different altcoins to long and short and trade. Use code Altcoin Daily limited time for up to $8,000 in bonuses, link down below. But this just happened. Chainlink and Mastercard partner to enable over 3 billion cardholders to buy crypto on-chain. Are you one of the 3 billion cardholders that use Mastercard? You probably are. And this service folds several players into a single flow. Shift 4 processes the card payments. Zero Hash custodies fiat currency and delivers crypto liquidity, while XSwap and Uniswap execute the final token swap on decentralized markets. Chainlink allows all this to happen through the interoperability, and in a direct quote from Mastercard on why they like and chose Chainlink.
This is about how do we bring more people into the ecosystem. So we have billions of consumers, as you said. If the crypto folks are buying and selling to other crypto folks, then yes, that is in a vibrant ecosystem. It's continuing to grow. How do we get more parties involved? How do we make it easier for people to interact and buy assets, sell assets on the chain, right? That's when we grow the pie, if you will. And this really bridges that gap. I found Chainlink to be an incredibly quick partner on this.
Also, Donald Trump's U.S. Director of Federal Housing just announced this, that Fannie and Freddie will now allow borrowers to use Bitcoin and crypto assets as part of their application for a mortgage. Fannie and Freddie being one of the major players in U.S. mortgage borrowing. This was just announced that after significant studying and in keeping with President Trump's vision to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, today I ordered the great Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to prepare their businesses to count cryptocurrency as an asset for a mortgage, meaning you do not have to sell to buy a house. You can list your crypto as an asset. You can buy a house without selling your crypto. I mean, this is massive because it just adds to the demand. Also, let's remember, I just did a video on this a few weeks ago. The future of real estate is tokenized. Multibank Group is powering the largest real-world asset tokenization ever. $3 billion of luxury real estate is being tokenized. I'll link this video down below. This is your beginner's guide. And also keep sponsor of the channel Multibank on your radar. They're fully regulated, fully secure real estate meeting Web3. And with this Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac government news, this is Signal, link down below. And major news for altcoins, from 0 to 100,000 real quick. 100,000 snappers, meaning content creators, join Snaps. Just a reminder on what this is and how you can earn free crypto.
If you're tweeting every day and not farming InfoFi, you're missing on free money. Today, we're going to study Kaido's competitor, Cookie.fun, a new InfoFi platform. Cookie.fun gives you snaps for posting high-quality crypto Twitter content about projects with active campaigns and inviting others to their platform through your referral link.
So huge growth milestone, 100,000 content creators and growing are already doing this.
Once you sign into Cookie with your ex, you will see mindshare charts showing what's trending on crypto Twitter and who's driving the convo. Unlike Kaido, Cookie prioritizes users who stick to one project, not those rotating between 15 tags a day. That means deeper trust, bonus snaps, and better airdrop chances.
So just cool to see what's really catching on in our industry. As I get more information, I will keep you updated. And like always, see you tomorrow.